Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy lankmandan, and today we're going to be checking out the new sports car in GTA Online. That's right. It's this bad bitch. So yes, the Obey 10F is finally in the game, the second generation Audi R8 for all you people that want to know the real life car. But if you didn't know it already, you're living under a rock. This is probably one of the most famous cars, sports cars in the world, and now we finally have it in GTA Online. Now, if you were wondering, you should probably go ahead and buy this car from the Luxury Autos dealership, whatever you call this place, because when you buy it from here, you actually get these stock black rims rather than the typical metal color, which I personally prefer, but I guess it's up to you. But yeah, this car goes for a pretty decent price actually of just under $1.7 million. Compared to a lot of other high-class cars in this game, it's actually a very good price. So I think most of you should be able to afford it. We're gonna go ahead and deliver it to our auto shop so we can go ahead and get on the customizations. And here it is, the Obey 10F. A lovely looking car from the start with the livery and everything on it, but we're gonna go ahead and customize it to our own liking, of course. Now, of course, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the armor, the brakes, the engine, the suspension, the transmission, and the turbo all the way to max. Now, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and remove the livery so we can get a better look at the base car. And my god, this thing is absolutely beautiful. Probably one of the best looking cars in the game, if I'm being honest with you. It's so sleek and just it's beautiful. Now, for the front bumpers, we have a lot of options actually, like quite a few options here. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what looks nice. I honestly think going for something a little bit simple at the moment is the best. So I'm gonna go ahead for this forged wing splitter, if you can see it down there. Now, for the rear bumper, we're probably gonna go for something forged as well, since that is one of the features on this car that looks very nice and is a cool thing to have on it. So we have the extra large diffuser fins, maybe a bit too big, arguably. We got these fins here, which are quite nice. I think the Forged GT spec here looks quite nice, actually. We do have the large fins on the side, but we also have those underparts, so yeah, we'll go with that. For the exhausts, obviously, you only see so much of it, but there's a good few options here. I think I like the look of the aluminum infinity exhaust here. White or black, though, I think we'll go with black, just to make it blend in a little bit better. For the grille, we have a lot of good options as well. Forged carved fin looks very nice, or we can go with the double. I think I will go with the... let's go with the double. Make it a little bit extra spicy. Honestly, in general, this car has a lot of incredible options for customization. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So if you like your cars and like making them unique, this is a great buy. But in general, what are we going to go with for the hood? I don't go with anything too ridiculous. Just something that looks pretty clean. And that bar really, that lighting really gets in the way here, doesn't it, huh? You know what, let's go with the forged performance hood. We're going everything forged today. Absolutely everything. Horn, we don't really care. Lights, we'll go xenon lights and take a look at the neon kit later. Mirrors, I think just keep them stock for now. Or we go forged carbon, screw up, forged. Everything forged. Everything forged. That's the vibe, apparently. Go yellow on black plate, of course. Now, for the respray, what do we want to do? We could put it in chrome, which is not the option. We could do my crew color, which I won't be doing either. I think we're going to be going for a metallic and do a pearlescent underglow. I think that's always a good idea with these cars. This dew yellow is quite nice, actually. I haven't exactly thought of what type of color I want to go with for this yet. This Cabernet red is quite sleek, you know. I might go for this and go for an underglow on it. This Cabernet red is looking quite lovely. I'm actually going to go for the gasoline green here. It gives a very interesting sort of bluish undertone, which is quite unique, so we'll go with that. Secondary color, where does this show up on the car? Pretty much nowhere, so we can just leave that as default. Trim color is obviously the insides. I think going for a white might look quite nice in here, or we can go with that Cabernet red as well inside. We'll take a look at that. That's quite decent. Let's take a look at white as well, just to get a second opinion. Yeah, I think I'm liking the ice white. It gives a nice contrast, some brightness to the car as well, which is quite good. Then for the roof, we have roof fins, which I'm going to go with the forged race fin, of course, because that is what we're doing today, apparently. And then for the roof, do we want to keep it, you know, basic, or do we want to go for the forged as well? I'm kind of liking just the stock roof, if I'm being honest with you. Or the ridgeline. Let's go for the ridgeline. It's a little bit more defined up there, which is quite nice. For the side panels, we have a few options here, but we're going to go for the forged panel, of course. I think just the forged super skirt, yeah, that's looking absolutely lovely. Now for the spoiler, we have a few options here. We can go for an actual spoiler like this, or just go for a type of ducktail. Yeah, let's go with this, the fully forged ducktail, or the forged full ducktail, I should say. Suspension, transmission are done. Now for the wheels, obviously we have that nice black stock rims, which I'm going to keep on there because they look very, very nice. Tires, we're going to go for the bulletproof tires, of course. Tire smoke, I'll make black to match with the rims and some of the details. Windows, I thought we'll go for a limo, a dark window. And then that is the car. You know what, boys? Before we go out, I have decided something, and that is to match the trim, I guess you could say, of the car with the inside. So what I did was went ahead and made my secondary color ice white, and then we can go ahead and look at the side panel like this. And I'm going to go ahead and change all these things to match that white color because I actually think it looks quite lovely. And you know what? After all that, I actually think I prefer the forged panel. So we're going to go back to that. But we changed a few things. We got the white pinstripes in there. We have a few little white details along the side skirts and the front bumper. But yeah, that's how the car's looking. I think it looks pretty nice. Let me know what you think in the comments. But now let's go out and give it a bit of a test drive. Okay, now that we're outside, we can get a little bit of a better look at this car. And my God, it is incredibly sexy and beautiful. Lad, you're getting a little bit too close there. You wanna back off? Wanna get away from my car, please? Thank you. But yeah, this car is absolutely wonderful to look at. Obviously, with the amount of customizations we have in the mod shop, there are so many different ways you can build this car in terms of the skirting, the roof, all the different forged accessories, the color. It is a wonderful car if you want to have fun with it and build it exactly how you want it. But I'm pretty happy with how mine looks. I think the Cabernet Red with that dew yellow underglow does look very, very nice. And yeah, I guess now it's time to give it a bit of a spin. Now, obviously, one of the big things about this car is it is a rear-wheel drive compared to the other Obey vehicles, which are mostly all-wheel drive, which makes, you know, a bit of a change in the way you drive it. But overall, it does seem to be a pretty decent car in terms of handling and speed. I think at least on the old gen consoles, such as PS4, PC, Xbox, it's going to be one of the best sports cars in the game. On next gen with HSW vehicles, the list is all messed up. I haven't played it myself, but I know that HSW kind of makes a lot of good cars on old gen, bad cars on new gen. But if you are playing on PS4, oh God, I crashed. PS4, Xbox One, or PC, this is an amazing pickup. And for only 1.6 million, or 1.7 million, I should say, it's goddamn amazing. Don't crash like I am, though. That's going to ruin the car. It is a lovely work of art Rockstar have put in the game. We finally have an amazing second generation Audi R8, which is one of the nicest cars in real life, in my opinion. And now we got it in the lovely in the lovely little world of Los Santos. And now that the sun's coming out a little bit more, you can start to see a bit more of that pearlescent underglow, and I think it looks very, very nice. Obviously, there's a bunch of different ways you can customize this car. You got different liveries, a lot of different color combinations, so however you want it to look, you can go ahead and do that. At the moment, we're only driving on solid highway, but we're going to go ahead and test it on the off-road section of the map in a little bit, and just for a bit of fun, we'll drive it up Mount Chiliad. I will definitely say having it as a rear-wheel drive car makes it quite difficult to control in the rain and dirt over here in this area of the map. Obviously, there's a lot of steering issues, and it's not going to be as good as a typical off-road vehicle, or even some of the supercars like the RE7B, which have a lot more grip on those front tires. But overall, obviously, you're going to be using this car probably on the road or in races, so you're not going to run into this issue much, but it's definitely something to look out for. In no way do I think it devalues the car at all. But now, boys, for the final challenge of this car, already beaten up and destroyed, can it get to the top of Mount Chiliad with somewhat an amount of ease? Now, I've probably picked the worst area to try and drive up it, but I guess that will just test the car's skill even further. And we're not off to a great start. Oh God, it can't even slightly get up there. Come on, where's that horsepower? Oh no, this is a bit tragic, actually. I did not expect that. I expected a little bit more horsepower on the back there, but apparently not. The rear-wheel drive isn't going to be great for getting up this mountain. Not that I think that's a huge issue, since I don't know how many people are trying to get up this mountain in this car, but if that's your thing, then maybe get something else. But no, here we go. We seem to have a bit of momentum now. Okay. I swear, every time I speak, it seems to screw me over, so maybe I should just shut up. Not again. Not again. Come on, this is actually a bit pathetic. You'd expect the car to do a little bit better than that, really, wouldn't you? Come on, man, you're so close. You're so close. Now, if we don't fall off from here, we should make it, but I'm probably going to jinx myself by saying that. Oh, come on. And it seems we have done it. Not the best performance, I won't lie. I was expecting much better things, and now it's on its roof. Fantastic. Well, there you have it, the new Obey 10F, the second generation Audi R8 now in GTA Online. Don't worry about that last Mount Chiliad section. It is actually a good car, it just cannot climb the mountain for shit. But realistically, this is going to be a car that you want to buy if you like the look of it, not necessarily for the best sports car in the game. It definitely is one of the best, for sure, but I think there are some better options if you're looking for a pure racing type car. But honestly, this car is for the aesthetics, it is absolutely beautiful, and for only 1.7 million, I would definitely say it is a steal. Pick it up. That's all I can say. Goodbye.